Hello students, so here we have another question from chapter number 12 of Pathfinder. An amount Q of positive charge is sprinkled uniformly on surface of a large and massive non-conducting spherical shell of radius r. So we have a spherical shell of radius r and it is having a charge Q, and then a small circular portion of radius small r is removed from the shell. So we can see a hole over here, right? Now a particle carrying positive charge Q is released from the center of the shell. Considering only electrostatic interactions, find the kinetic energy of the charged particle when it comes out of the hole. Okay, so now see, because there is a hole, electric field inside the shell will not be zero. There will be some electric field present which will be directed towards the hole. So a charged particle kept at the center will accelerate towards the hole and come out. So we have to find the speed with which it will come out. Okay, so for that, let's divide our situation into two sections. This sphere with a hole can be treated like a complete sphere minus the circular plate which will be removed to create the hole, right? The complete sphere without any hole minus the circular plate over here. That will give you the sphere with the hole, correct? So in this situation, we can find the initial potential energy of the charge Q kept at the center. Okay, so initial potential energy ui of the charge will be how much? What is the energy due to the complete shell? So the shell has charge capital Q, and inside the shell potential is kq by r. So potential is kq by r and multiplied by small q. This is the energy due to the complete sphere. Now because of this plate, let's say the charge on the plate is qp for charge on the plate, right? So we can write down, because of the plate, the this is a very small plate, right? So we can treat the plate like a point charge. Distance between them is capital R, so the potential energy will be k q qp by capital R, and we subtract this because there's a minus sign over here, right? So this is the initial energy of the charge small q which is kept at the center of the sphere with the hole, correct? Now we need to calculate the final energy. So finally this charge q will move out of the sphere and come over here. So same we can do over here as well. So this will come and move out to the center of the small circular plate. Okay, now UF final potential energy will be what? So for the entire sphere, the potential energy of the small q will be K capital Q small q by R minus, we have a minus sign. This small q charge has now reached the center of the circular disc over here. So we can write down that, let's say the potential created by the disc is V, and multiply the charge small q. What is V? V is the potential created by this tiny disk at its center. So all we have to do is calculate the value of V and we can simplify the problem. So first of all, let's calculate the potential due to disk. Potential due to disk at its center. So I have a disk. I'm taking a general example first. Okay, the disk has total radius small r, and I take a ring element. I'm taking a thin ring on the disk, okay, whose thickness will be, whose radius is, let's say, x, okay, and its thickness will be what? So I'll draw one more disk outside this. So this is a thin disk, sorry, thin ring, okay. The thickness of the ring will be dx. So what is the charge on the ring? Charge on the ring dq will be 2 pi x. Dx is the area of the ring, okay. Circumference 2 pi x multiplied by its thickness dx. So this is the area of the ring multiplied by sigma. What is sigma? Charge density, charge per unit area, okay. total charge on the disk divided by total area of the disk, that will be sigma, okay, multiplied by area. So charge per unit area multiplied by area, this is dq. And due to this ring, what is the potential at the center? Potential dv at the center will be k times dq by x. All the charge on the ring is equidistant from the center, so the potential at the center can be directly written as k dq by x. So dv is equal to k by x, dq will be 2 pi x dx sigma, so x will get cancelled out. Then I can find the potential at the center of the disk to be equal to k times 2 pi sigma integration dx, and the limits will be 0 to small r. My I will take several rings along the radius, okay, several concentric rings. So my radius starts from 0 and goes all the way up to small r. So I'll get this to be equal to 2 pi sigma k r. This is the potential at the center of the ring. Now what is the value of sigma? So sigma is the charge per unit area of the sphere. Now the total sphere has charge capital Q, and the total surface area of the sphere is how much? 4 pi r square. So I can write down sigma is equal to total charge Q by 4 pi r square. So V will be K times 2 pi Q by 4 pi r square times small r. So this is equal to K times Q r by 2r. Okay. Now I know the initial potential energy of the small q and the final potential energy of the small q. Now we apply energy conservation. Energy conservation for the small q charge. Okay. So initial potential energy plus initial kinetic energy equal to final potential energy plus final kinetic energy. Now initial potential energy is how much? K, this is the value, kq by capital R minus k small q plate by capital R plus initial kinetic energy is 0. Final potential energy is what? kq by capital R minus vq plus mv square by 2. Okay. But actually the question is asking only the kinetic energy, so we could just write down kf over here. This is the kinetic energy final. Okay. Now this whole term will cancel out. So k final will be equal to v times small q minus k qqp by capital R. So this is equal to, what is v? V is kqr by 2r, kqr divided by 2r times small q minus kq by r. Now charge on the plate qp will be how much? So again we could write down qp to be equal to, let's write over here separately. So qp is equal to sigma is the charge per unit area multiplied by area of the plate, pi r square. So this is equal to q by 4 pi capital R square multiplied by pi small r square. So this is equal to q r square by 4 r square. So I get over here kqrq by 2r minus kq by r q r square by 4 rq. This is what I will get. So just simplify this now. Okay. So I'll get k q q r by 2r as common, and inside I will get 1 minus r divided by 2. Wait a minute, I made some calculation mistake. For the potential v, we should get a r square over here, right? This is r square, capital R square. So here also I should write down r square, this is qp. So I will take r square as common. Okay. So 1 minus r divided by 2r. This is what I get. Okay. Now let's put the values. So q is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught qr by 2 r square 1 minus r by 2 r. So this is equal to q q r by 8 pi epsilon naught r square 1 minus r divided by 2r. Now in the question it is given that small r is much smaller than capital R, so we could use that over here. This term will be much smaller than 1, so we could simply ignore this, and then I will get the final answer to be equal to this value. This is the kinetic energy of the charge coming out of the hole. Okay.